For today's activity, I'm going to show you how to use LT-Spice in simulating your operational amplifier circuits. So let us start with creating the op-amp and including the model for your 741 op-amp. You will notice that for the op-amps, if you're going to search for LM741, there's no 741 available in the list. So for you to be able to include a model for your 741, you need to download the said model and incorporate it in your circuit. So for now, let us just use first an op-amp generic op-amp. So let us use op-amp 2, wherein we have the positive and negative supply. So after you have this op-amp, you need to download the model for LM741. I have included in the link the model for your LM741. By the way, why are we using the LM741? In the circuit board that I have shown you previously in the handout, if you have read the handout, there is a circuit board wherein it has an op-amp and the model of which is 741. So that is actually the model that is being used in our laboratory. So that is why we try to mimic that by downloading the 741 model. So to continue, let us create a simple inverting amplifier. So you need to include first a voltage source to the ground, another voltage source for the input, let us try to move the op-amp here, and add 3 resistors. So if you want to rotate this, just press Ctrl R. So you need R1, R2, and R3 for the load. Okay. Then let us move this ground a little further. Then let us connect the given circuit. Let us add the label VCC and negative VCC. Then on our op-amp, let us connect VCC on the positive terminal and negative VCC on the negative terminal. So instead of connecting this into your op-amp terminals, so to minimize the connection, let us use the labels. Then we need to connect this our feedback R2, R3, then let us add a label for V in for our input voltage and V out for our output voltage. So let us just include that. Now, how are we going to include the model into our op-amp? I have downloaded the model and place it on my desktop. So for me to be able to link that, just click .op and type .include then you need to find the file. So for the file, it is on the desktop. So this is the file. Get the properties and its location. So just copy this location. So copy, then go back to your LTSpice, paste it, and include the file name, wherein the file name of which is lm741.model or MOD. Then you can just place it anywhere in your screen. Next is for you to be able to reflect the model in your op-amp. So let us first add additional connection to your non-inverting terminal, which is connected to your ground. So going back, let us now link your op-amp symbol to your model. So how are you going to do that? If you're going to left click or right click on the op-amp, you will notice that for the value you have op-amp 2, which was reflected in your op-amp. You need to change that based on your LM741 model. For you to do that, you need to determine the contents of your LM741. So you need to open this using Notepad. So open with Notepad. You will notice on your sub-circuit, the name is LM741NS. So just copy the sub-circuit name. So you need to copy that. Then going back to your LTSpice, right click, rename the op-amp 2 with the LM741/NS. Then click OK. So if you want, you can just move the name below as well as the other variables. So now this op-amp will reflect the characteristic of your LM741 operational amplifier. Let us now try to simulate this given circuit, but first let us assign certain values to our discrete components as well as the source. So here, just assume 15 volts. Here another 15, so they'll be using positive 15 and negative 15. So you'll notice that the polarity is inverted on your negative 15. Let us assume 5 volts on the input, R1 equal to 1K, R2, let us assume 2K. Then for R3, 2K. So we now have these values. So to simulate, just click run. Since we are just using DC voltages, so just use DC for the so that OP for your simulation. After click run, you will notice that you have these values. So let us verify. So the current flowing through R1 and R2, so they are basically the same. Then you have current flowing through your R3. Then for I out, for the current that flows into your op amp, the value is 0.009999999717. In your activity last week, you were asked to get the equivalent scientific and engineering notation. You need that for you to answer the given activity for today. You need to round off and convert these values into its equivalent engineering notation. So for example, if you were asked to solve for the value for V out, then your answer should be for V out is up to the second decimal place 99, so 9 followed by 6, so you need to round up 9, which will eventually increase this 9 as well as the whole value here. So the final answer for V out is negative 10.00. That should be entered on your blackboard. If ever you were asked, given this value for your V out, the correct answer is negative 10.00. Let us have another example. So for example, we are going to get the value for IR3. The requirement is for you to have a non-zero value at the left side of your decimal point. In this case, the value is 0, which means this is not acceptable. So we need to move the decimal point thrice, 1, 2, 3. Now we have a non-zero value, which is 4. Then we need to round off the next two values. So 0.99, since it is followed by 8, you need to increment 9, and eventually this value will be equal to 5.00 M. So M for milli. So if you're going to enter this value into your Blackboard account, the value should be 5.00 M. How about IR2? Its value is negative 5.00 M. How about this IXU11? So since this should be a multiple of 3, so you need to adjust this. So move 1 to your right. The answer here for IXU11 is 57.67 N. So for nano, since after 7 the value is less than 5, so retain 7, so 57.67 nano. How about U12? Since this is 7, you need to adjust this in such a way it should be multiple of 3. So adjust it twice. So 102.04 nano. So that should be the value. So do not adjust the negative sign. So whatever the sign here, just reflect that, plus be sure that you have a non-zero value at the left side of the decimal point. Then add the engineering notation. So either kilo, milli, micro, so as I've stated in the previous activity. Then one last thing, you don't need to include, for example, for V out, you don't need to include any engineering notation since the value here is already equal to 10, so negative 10.00, so no need for engineering notation. You only apply engineering notation, of course, if the value is greater than 1,000 or less than 0. Okay, so that would be it for the DC analysis. Let us now try to simulate this using AC analysis or transient analysis. So for us to do that, we need to change our input into a sine wave. But before that, in your simulation results, be sure that we have the same answer, because if you don't have the same answer, then you might be using a different version or you have a different setting on your LTSpice. So be sure that the answers here should be the same as the answers in your simulation. So let us now change this. So instead of 5, change it to sine wave, DC offset 0, amplitude, let us use 1 volt peak to peak. Then for frequency, let us use 1K. For the simulation, so once you run this, it would still reflect this operating point because we didn't delete the .op command. So you need to remove the .op command, run it. It will ask you for a certain value. In this case, let us use 5 cycles. So for 5 cycles, that would be, so 1 kilohertz, so 1 over 1 kilohertz, that is 1 milli. So for 5 cycles, let us use 5 milli. Starting from 0, then click OK. So after you have clicked OK, then you were able to run it. Right click on this pane, add traces, so you can add V in, V out. You will notice here those the parameters that we have clicked will be reflected to the expressions to add. Then for the current, let us use IR1. Let us just remove IR1. Let us just include R2, R3, and IX out. IX out is the current that will flow through the output of your op-amp. To separate the voltage from the current, again, right click, add plot pane, then let us just move V in and V out into the same pane, and IR2, IR3, and II out will be reflected in your first pane. What if we want to measure the peak-to-peak voltages and peak-to-peak current of these values? So we could use that measure command. So for you to be able to use that, just click .op, then dot MEAS for measure. You need to write the variable. Let us use V input peak to peak, then double P for peak to peak value, since we want to peak value of the variable that you want to measure, which is in this case V in. Then you will notice type Control M to start a new line. So just type or press Control M. Let us now measure the output voltage. So that measure VOPP, then double P peak to peak of your V out. Control M. Next, for the current. So for us to get the current, again, that measure IR2. Let us get the peak to peak value, then IR2. Next line, that measure IR3, peak to peak of IR3. Then last, we need to get the output current. So that measure, let us just use I out, peak to peak of, here it is, we don't assign any variable to it, so let us use the assigned variable of LT Spice, which is IX U1. You just need to copy it out. So, okay, so then just place it anywhere on your circuit. How are you going to get the actual values? Again, just run your simulation, then on your view, click Spice error log. So you will notice that VI peak to peak, VO peak to peak, but I out failed. Why is it that I out failed? The reason is, you will notice that instead of U1, I have typed UI. So you need to edit this. Instead of UI, just type U1. Then run view Spice error log. Now you were able to get all the values of the 5 parameters that you want to determine. In this case, the peak to peak of your input, which is 2 volts peak to peak. So that is correct because we have assigned 1 volt peak to peak as our input, 1 volt. So the peak to peak value of which would be 2 volts peak to peak. Then since our gain is 2, we can assume that if the input is 2 volts peak to peak multiplied by 2, the output voltage will be 4 volts peak to peak. So the answer is 4.00, since we need to round up 9 here because it is followed by 7. For IR2, the value now is 2.00 M, as well as IR3. For I out, the value is 4.00 M. So that would be it for this demo